Peace, blessings, much respect, much love. It's your boy, the Ghetto Guru, aka Shango, coming back with another spiritual message. Hope all is well with y'all. Happy Father's Day to the fathers out there, to those that celebrate. Hope you're having a great day, and if not, I hope the rest of your day get better. But I got 3 messages for y'all, so I'm gonna get straight into it. So the first one, the title of this video is gonna be the beautiful things that we admire about people comes from a lot of pain. The beautiful things that we admire about people comes from a lot of pain. So what do I mean by that? So, it's very easy for people to judge on the outside, and when they look at others' lives, when they look at things that they got, things that they possess, it's very easy for people to judge and think that they had it made, or, they got it easy, or they lucky. And sometimes that creates envy, sometimes that creates jealousy, and sometimes, just looking at the outside is a natural human being thing. We all go through that moment of having jealousy and stuff, but it's all about catching yourself in that moment to not build on that energy, because that can go to a whole negative space that you don't need to be in. Because we all know jealousy could turn into envy. Envy is a whole nother level than jealousy. Envy could make people want to hurt people out of spite and different things. Like I said, judging from the outside, thinking that somebody got it made or they got it all, and not realizing that those beautiful things that we admire or we see about people or we get jealous over comes from a lot of pain. So I'll give examples. I like to always use myself, and I use other things. I gave the example before when I was talking about, growing up in the hood, and just, it's always people that, doing jokes, your mama jokes, dad jokes on how you look. If you got anything that's weird looking about you, they're going to joke on that. It's just how it is. But, so one of the things that I used to get made fun of was, being, darker than a lot of people that was in my class. I was like one of the darker people at that time. Really wasn't that dark, but at that time in the 90s, I was considered dark. So, like I said, that made me feel insecure about that and stuff when I was younger. But the pain of that is what made me get older, and I started to learn how to embrace that about being dark skinned, and how to embrace the color of my skin. So that's what I mean by a lot of the things. So when people see me now, dressed up, take care of myself, being confident, doing what I'm doing, they might envy it, they might be jealous of it, they might think that, I got it made, the way I look or something like that, but they're not realizing that I worked on these things, and those things came from a lot of painful areas. So because of that pain, I worked on that, of loving myself and appreciating my skin tone, and appreciating the skin that I'm in. So me working on that and appreciating who I am, and there go the sirens, so it's confirmation. Me appreciating that and appreciating my skin tone and the color of my skin, and being appreciative to being the skin that I am in, that made me see the beauty in my skin tone. That made me see the beauty even more in myself, regardless of what everybody else was saying, and regardless of the jokes that was being made. So that made me embrace who I am. That made me embrace my skin tone more, and that put my confidence at a different level, to now when people see me, they see that that's not going to affect me no more. Even if they do say that type of slurs or those jokes, that's not going to affect me, because I appreciate the skin that I am now more than when I was younger, when I thought it was something bad because of what everybody was saying. It could be somebody's speech. Somebody might have had a stutter. Somebody might have had a speech impediment. I hope I said that right. They might have had a speech disability. Could have been things like that they was made, they got made fun of when they was younger, and they didn't want to speak up, they didn't want to talk. When people call, the teacher call us in class and tell us to read, you get nervous because you're scared everybody gonna make fun of you if you stumble on a word, you don't know how to read. So they could have been that type of person, but because of that pain that they went through, they worked on those things, and they worked on their speech, they worked on their confidence, and that made them work on speaking up as they got older. So you might see a lot of people, as we know, that's in the spotlight, and they say, hey, I used to have a speech impediment, I used to have a speech disability, I used to stutter. And now they talk so great and so clear that you wouldn't even know that, but that's from that pain. So it's easy for people from the outside to judge. They be like, oh yeah, they talk so great, speech just comes to them easily, they just have a way with words. It looks like that on the outside, but people don't realize the reason why they're able to speak like that and speak up and speak so clear and speak so freely and speak their mind, and it looks so effortless, is because of that pain, of that reminder of when people used to make fun of them, when people used to laugh at their disability. That's from that pain. So they didn't succumb to the pain, and they didn't let that stop them. They worked on it, and that became who they were as far as working on themselves. And now you can't get them to stop speaking. Now they speaking up whenever they know if something is wrong, whenever they need to defend themselves, or even if it's not for themselves, they speaking up for others who don't know how to speak up for themselves. So this is what I mean by it's very easy to judge from the outside, but people don't realize that stuff came from a lot of pain. I'll give another example. You know, for people that follow me on my stories, I like to put up, you know, after I finish my workouts, I like to put up, you know, pictures, you know, show the little work I did, you know. It's also for motivation. So I like, because a lot of people ask me different workout tips and different things that I do for my workout and stuff like that. So I like to put up what I did for the day. So, you know, every now and then I do that. So it might come off to people as cocky, it might come off as vanity, it might come off as me showing myself off to other people from the outside. So they might, you know, they're going to see the beauty in it, but then some people is going to also see that side of it. But they're not realizing that's coming from a lot of pain, from things that I went through in my life. So when they see that, they might think like, oh, he just doing that to show off his body. And one part of that, yes, is to make sure I'm healthy and to keep my body up. But really, that's from pain of different things I went through in life. Like I explained to you, what happened to my parents when my mom's passed, when she went into cardiac arrest, and then my father went to the hospital after her. All those years, I didn't understand why God was saying, yo, you need to work out, you need to work out, you need to work out, keep going, keep going, keep going. I didn't know why I was working out so hard them past 3-4 years, but like they said, God is preparing you for something that you can't see sometimes. And your strength has to be up because of the warfare that's coming. Thank you, God. And that's what I had learned when that time came. This is why he had me working out. It wasn't just for my health. It wasn't just for to keep my body up and everything in case of mercy. Yes, that's one aspect of it. But it was because I needed my strength up. Because the warfare was going to be that strong that I couldn't be weak. I needed my strength up. So even at times when I did feel weak, my body was prepared for it. It was prepared to take that type of warfare. It was prepared to take that type of beating. Even when I thought I couldn't handle it. That's what I mean. I needed to work out and get my strength up because I didn't know that I would be taking care of my father now. I need to pick him up. I need to learn how to pick him up off the bed, put him in a wheelchair, put him back. I need to learn how to do these things, but if I wasn't working out, I would not have the strength to do that. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what I mean. That's another example of what I mean. It's very easy for people to see the beautiful things about you, and they get inspired by it. But also some people are going to think that, oh, you're this, you're that, you're doing this for this reason, thinking you're doing it for all the wrong reasons, not realizing that it's a bigger and deeper reason why you're doing that. And like I said with the working out, yeah, it looks like that, it looks like vanity, it looks like I'm showing off to people, but really that all came from pain. And why I'm working out like that is coming from, I got to take care of my father. I got to pick him up out the bed. I got to do these different things. I can't do that without working out and keeping my strength up. So to the average person, they're going to see it as vanity. They're going to see it as being cocky. But it's coming from pain. It's not just about me working out to look good. It's about, I got to take care of my father. I got to take care of my family. My strength got to be up. I got to protect them in case something happens, even to protect myself. That's another aspect of it as well. That's another aspect, because when people see you in a certain light as far as, when people see you and you got your body together and stuff like that, and like you're strong, it's less likely that people are going to test you. It's less likely that they're going to want to come up to you to even try you. And that's a way of keeping people off you as well. I'm not a tough guy. I'm not looking for fights. I don't want no problems. I want peace. If I don't got to get into nothing ever, I will have that like that the rest of my life. But in case if something happens, I'm prepared for that. I'm prepared for that type of warfare. So not only did I prepare my body for the warfare that my family was going through when it came to their health and hospitalization, and me having to have my strength to take care of him, and also just have the strength to withstand that type of warfare. Because that 2 years when all that happened to my mother and my father, that was crazy. Even now the stuff I'm dealing with is crazy. But I prepared my body for that type of beating and that type of warfare to get on the battlefield. And also I prepared my mind. So when people see me doing videos, I'm talking, I'm speaking up, a lot of people is not used to me doing this. So they think, oh, he's probably doing it for this reason. And not just myself, other people as well. They probably see you speaking up, or they see you doing things, probably think you're doing for the different reasons or the wrong reasons for attention, not realizing like, no, this is coming from all the pain that I went through that made me mentally strong too. Not just my body, not just my spirit. It made my spirit and my mind stronger too, so I can step up to the plate to be an example to people that's going through that too. For people that got sick parents, for people that got to take care of their mother and their father, for people that don't know how to make it through that, because it's not easy, it's tough. It's not easy taking care of a parent or taking care of anybody, a child that has a disability or anybody. My heart goes out to anybody that's taking care of a child with disability, taking taking care of your parents that's going through that disability, or any health things. That's not an easy thing. Your mind got to be strong for that. Your your physical got to be strong. Your emotions got to be strong, and your spirit got to be strong. But all those things get built to strength because of the pain. So it's easy. Like I said, it's easy. We have to take time. Sometimes when we see people that got that speak up a lot, that might take care of their skin, that might take care of their body, that do different things that we might be looking at the wrong reasons why they're doing it, or we looking at them like, oh, they got it made, they got it easy. But we're not realizing those people worked on those things for a reason, because it came from pain. So yeah, it's beautiful on the outside, it's easy to judge, like, oh yeah, it's easy, it comes to you easy, but it's because of pain that got them to that beauty to do those things. Because a lot of people don't realize, we think everything is all pieces and everything's sweet, but life could get very dark very quickly. But a lot of times in that darkness is meant for you to come out shining even brighter. Thank you, God. So a lot of times we think that we already in the spot that we need to be, or we think we already strong enough that we need to be. But a lot of times we're actually weak and we not as strong as we think. And God got to put us through some stuff and put us through some tough moments to show you how you really are. Show you who you really are in those dark moments. Because in those dark moments, it's going to show your character. It's going to show your strength. It's going to show your dedication. It's going to show you the honor. It's going to show the morals, the values, and the principles that you have during dark times. Because people always like to judge people when everything's going good for them and they doing good. But no, we got to judge people when life is going bad. When their life is going to, when their life is going to shits, the crap, we got to judge them and say, are they still treating people nice though, even though they're in a dark time? Are they still offering help to others, even though they're in a dark time? Are they still coming with respect and not giving people attitudes, even though they're going through a tough time? That's the stuff of the pain that makes you build these things into something even brighter that shines to people when they see you now. So when people see the skin glowing, they don't know. They might look like, oh, this person's in the vanity, or they always into themselves, they always in the mirror. But you don't know that pain came from them having acne. That pain came from them having skin problems and people making fun of them. So that forced them to take care of themselves, not because they're worried about what others are thinking or vanity, but it now made them just want to embrace themselves even more and also take on that challenge to be like, oh, I'm not accepting that, or what people was trying to project onto me, because that's not my life and that's not who I am. This is who I am. And when people see that, they are shocked, they are stunned, because they didn't think people could get to that level when they see them speaking up and they had a speech issue, shining with their skin and they had skin problems. They could have had anorexic issues and stuff like that, eating disorders, different things, but now their body is in shape. Now they're taking care of themselves. Now they're giving themselves nutrients. Those things are the pain. Those things are from the pains of life and the pains of situations and the difficulties of life that challenge you. And when you get a challenge to your life, it's up to you to either go this way or that way. You could take the challenge on, or you could walk away from it. That's the free will part. Because you're not forced to do anything. God is going to give you different options, and it's up to you. It's all up to you how you want to fulfill it, and it's all up to you. Do you want to step up to the plate to your destiny? But when you want to step up to that plate to that destiny and make it happen, you got to embrace the pain moments, because that pain is going to make you who you are. So it's very easy for people to be jealous of others when they see them looking good, when they see them doing their thing, when they see them in the spotlight, but not realizing that person that's in the spotlight was terrified of the stage. That person in the spotlight got on stage and froze a bunch of times. Forgot what they was about to say because they were afraid of the people. They were afraid of being on stage. They were afraid of the lights being on them. But that pain helped them work on it and become who they were, because that was supposed to happen. So yeah, you might see them on stage and they might be confident, it might come off to you cocky or something like that, but no, it's because they've been there before over that painful situation, and they don't want to go back there because they know where that held them back at, and they know how it felt when people put them down. So when you go through those things, you work as hard as you can to get to a different point in your life, and to also embrace and step into the person that you're supposed to be, the potential you're supposed to be, and the person you're designed to be for your life path, for your life path and your life purpose here on this earth. So just remember that and keep that in mind. The beautiful things that people are inspired that people get inspired from you about is from a lot of pain. So peace, blessing, much respect, much love. I love y'all always. Keep doing your things. Stay goal-oriented. And like I always say, whether we run, whether we jog, whether we sprint or crawl, because life is that hard. You can't run, you can't jog, you can't sprint sometimes. The only thing you could do is crawl to that destination. But like I always say, somehow some way. We got to make it to that destination someday. So peace, blessings, much respect, much love. I love y'all always. Keep doing your thing. And I'm going to see y'all in the second video. Peace.